Hello, algebra students. These are actually simple proportion problems as I would think of it, but there's something about when it gets too simple. Students get suspicious and stuck. So let's take a look. Example says solve, and we see x over 4 is equal to 3 over 12. Of course, this is a proportion problem. The way that I can tell is it's a fraction equal to a fraction. That's what a proportion is, to equivalent fractions. And we can see that one of my values is unknown. I have an x there. So I want to solve in order to figure out that x. Now, this is not the only way, but as we learned in the solving proportions class, cross multiplication is a beautiful thing. And that, if you remember what we said, is cross products are equivalent. Fancy way to say if you multiply in a crisscross, the answers you get will be equal to each other. So let's do that. Let's multiply in a crisscross. And I like to start with the variable. So there's the x. So 12 times x is 12x. And we said cross products are equivalent. So that's going to be equal to whatever we get from the other cross product there. 3 times 4 is 12. And this is why I think students get thrown. They're like, 12x is equal to 12. I must have done something wrong. No, you didn't. Let's keep going. Don't panic. So x is not alone. We want to solve this sucker for x. And so to do that, to get x alone, we're going to have to get 12 onto the other side by doing the opposite. The opposite of multiplying x by 12 is dividing by 12. And of course, I can do whatever I want as long as I do it to both sides. Keep that balance. Keep those two expressions equivalent to each other. All right, multiplying by 12 and dividing by 12 are opposites. They cancel. X is alone like I wanted, and 12 divided by 12 is 1. And yes, that's okay. Sometimes the answer is 1. Okay, nice. Let's try the next example. Again, I can see that it's a proportion. How do I know? Because it's just a single fraction equivalent to another fraction. That's what a proportion is. Equal ratios or equal fractions. All right, and so because of that, I know cross products are equivalent. Let's do it. I will start again with wherever the letter is. 1 times r. Now, can you write 1r? You can, but I'm so lazy, I'm just going to write r. And that's going to be equal to 19 times 5. Let's see, what is that? 50 and 45, 95. And now this is where students get stumped. Funny enough, this thing's done, guys. It's already ours alone. Like, you don't have to do anything more. R is 95. Now, I mean, I might as well just do it the way most of you guys did it to show you it's still the same answer. Because usually when students get this wrong, they say, oh, 1 times r is 1r. And 19 times 5 is 95. And then I'll divide away the 1. And then look what you find. 95 divided by 1 is just 1. I mean, let me say that again. 95 divided by 1 is just 95. So even if you go the long way round and forget that 1r is the same as just r, you're going to get the same answer. All right, you guys. Y'all, don't panic when it looks too good to be true, too simple. We can do this.